Hi, hello, welcome back to this video, which is going to be a mid-year checkup review type of video. I'm just basically going to go through all of my journals and see how I've used them, if I've used them differently, if I need to change some things, etc, etc. And if you've seen my previous video, I think it will be my previous video. I don't know if it will be the previous one or the previous one. It will go up before that one. I did introduce a new journal into my journal system quite recently, so I'm going to be talking about that a little bit too. But first, I'm going to show you all of my journals together, the ones that I'm currently using or like daily using. So we have two that we will be reviewing, kind of, and then another one that we'll be talking about. So I have 3 in total, which I'm very happy about because I just love journaling, and I love that when I come home, I immediately have something to do, something to write, something to decorate. I just love it, and I'll never get tired of it, I hope. So yeah, let's get into it. But first, I am so sorry if the lighting changes throughout the video, and if I sound out of breath too. It is currently, wait, hold on. It is 35 degrees in this room. I am boiling. Yes, that's the word. And so I have had to open my blinds a little bit to let the sun in. The light in, but there's also the sun. Yeah. So I hope you have enough lighting for this video and to see what I'm doing without me just dying over here. So let's get into it, and I think we will start by this one. So if you've seen my journal ecosystem video that's like 6 months old, maybe, or maybe a little bit more, because I posted it maybe before January, and we're currently in the middle of July, almost. So I've had this for a little over 6 months, and this is basically a weekly. This is just, yes, a weekly journal. I have a few stuff over here. I have a bookmark here that I really, really like, that I got in Paris. I actually don't know. Oh, this is the paintings information. This is by Borodin, and I think the name is the name Figure. I don't know what the name of this painting is, but it's nice. It's a nice painting, and it goes well with my journal. And then we have this Pokemon that I love, but that I don't know the English name of. So if you do know him, oh, Snorlax. It's Snorlax. Yes, we have a Snorlax here that I love very much, and just some random to-do list and stuff. And then we have a lot of stickers that I usually use. So I've got these that I mark up the month with, and just random ones, and the ones that I love most, that I use every month, is my ugly lettering stickers. I love these so much, you don't understand. I wish I could have these forever, but I don't, so I'm trying to save them up as best as I can. I haven't used the black ones that much because I usually have darker themes, and so I use the white ones, but I'm trying to save them all up, and it's hard, okay? It's hard. And then yeah, we just have random stickers that represent me very much right now, and just random ones that I like using in my weekly spreads. right over there. They're easily accessible. And yes, so that is the front page of my journal. Maybe I have shown this already in another video and stuff. But yes, and I have a little bow, and I have a little mushroom with a little face on it. And I have a little sprout, some leaves that I crocheted. And then this cover I'm not really fond of. I wish I would do it over again, but I don't have the time and energy for that right now, so I will not. Then we have all of the months, and we will go to the July one. Now, my July spread... Wait, hold on. Where's... My July spread isn't the best because my printer ran out of ink again for the millionth time. I feel like every time I print... I do think there is something wrong with my printer. I don't know where all that ink is going to. Anyway, and all of the printers in town were closed somehow for vacation and stuff, which I get it, but I needed to print some stuff. And this is the result. This is, and I also misspelled July. Don't, you know, it's those kind of month. But the rest is kind of fine, right? So this is this month's theme. And do we have a little bit of stuff over here. This is my TBR, this is the month. Even though I don't really need that because but I like having the month's layout everywhere. And I'm not going to show you what I've done already, but I can show you just a random weekly spread. So yes, this is a new journal that I introduced at the start of 2026. I started it in January. I did not have a weekly journal before, and I wasn't sure it was going to work for me, which is why I got this type of journal, the binder thing, and a lot of refills so I could do like whatever I wanted with it. I got the weeklies, and then I got just regular grid ones and blank pages, so I have a lot of refills that I'm not going to use, but I will use them for something else. Do not worry, no paper is going to waste. But so it worked. It really worked. The weekly spread really worked for me. I don't know if it's because I'm in a time of my life where it works, or if it's the exact spread that works for me. I have tried doing that kind of thing before, like some type of diary, everyday writing journal before, but it was a free diary. And I don't think a free diary works for me at all, because if it's free, I just don't do it. I just don't do it at all. And I think having a dedicated space for each day and each week and each month really has that, it works for me. That's what works for me. And so at the start of the year, I would just write whatever I wanted in those little spaces, and then in that space I had what I've been reading, what I've been watching, and what I've done during the week, and I had photos and stuff. But throughout time, I just removed all of that, and I just started basically to write the week's reflection or whatever I wanted to write on this page, with just a little bit of decorations. And that's what it's become for the last few months, and I'm really happy about that. So I will obviously be continuing with this one up until the last day of December, which I'm very happy about, and I've already kind of set up the whole months and stuff. And at the back I have some more stickers. But yes, I am definitely going to be finishing that one. And since I know that it works for me and that I want one for next year too, I will be getting a new weekly journal for next year, although I am not going to be getting a ring binder next time. It worked great for this year because it was a trial. I wasn't sure it was gonna work, and I wanted the freedom to move things around and use this journal freely. But since now I know it works, I really want to just to go back to my regular notebooks. I really do. So this has served me so well, and maybe I will use it again later on. We never know. I could use it again later on, and I still love it very much. But I will be getting the Traveler's Notebook weekly, I think. I could also get a Hobonichi weeks. I'm not sure. I think I will go with the Traveler's one, or like whatever Traveler's one I can find. But yes, I will definitely be continuing with the weekly. And that's it for this little journal. And at the back of it, we just have more stickers and more little pages. And this journal is by the brand Beyond. There is no Y, but I think it is Beyond. And I don't know if you can actually get it somewhere else than Korea. I got it in a Kyobo in Korea while I was living there. I don't know if you can find that brand anywhere else, but it's a really nice brand. Their journals are really nice and sturdy, and the refills were really nice too. So I'm really glad that I got this little journal. I mean, little, it's kind of big. Look at how big this is. I'm really glad I got it, and I'm really glad that it worked for me. Okay, so this is my first journal, and this is the one I had the most things to say about, because it was a trial and because it was a new journal for me. Now we can go into my reading journal, and this is a staple for me. I've been journaling my reading for 1, 2, 3, 4 years, 4 or 5 years, and before that it was kind of on and off. I was doing some kind of reading journaling, but it wasn't that dedicated to it. So I really started it 4 years ago. I'm sorry, I'm so out of breath. I need to take a little sip. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, this is a staple in my journaling system, and this has been here for many years. I mean, many years. It's just been here for 4 years, but this is not going anywhere because it's my reading journal and I use it all the time, and it's my reading journal. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have a reading journal. So we're gonna take a look at all of the spreads that I've done, because I don't think I've showed them all in my vlogs and stuff. So if you've seen my 2026 setup, you've already seen this and this, and the bookshelf is filling up quite nicely. I haven't been reading as many books as I thought I would, but it's fine. I don't mind having blank spaces in my bookshelves. So yeah, this one's holding up quite nice. And then this you've already seen in my 2026 setup. So, oh, this is all the books that I'm going to be reading for book clubs and stuff. This is with the Game of Tomes, all of the Anne of Green Gables series. Yeah, so I've read 3 for now. I have 5 more books to read in this series, and I'm very late. So yeah, and then we have more stuff. This is all the books that have made an impact on me this past few months. And then we go to January. Should I show you everything? I think I'm just going to show you the titled pages. We have January, February, March, April, oh my bad, May, which is the Legends in Latte, and I didn't read at all. I mean, I did read a lot because this book is like 900 pages, so I did read a lot in this month, but not many books. And then June is obviously Anne of Green Gables themes, and July is a Study in Drowning theme journal, but I haven't shown you this anywhere, so I will make a little tour of my journal. for July. I'm very happy about how this turned out. I'm always happy about how my spreads turn out. And I've been doing them like this for 4 years, so I don't know if they're ever gonna change, but I'm really happy with them. So, you know, nothing is changing about these, and I will use these notebooks forever, I hope. And I do get these from the Notebook Therapy. I've been getting them for quite a while. I have 3 of them already. And this is like their original size. You know, it's a little bit smaller than an A5, I think. So yeah, I love my little reading journals. And this one is not going anywhere. And now, the one that I've had it just this month, really. So this one, if you've seen the introducing of this journal to my system, you already know what's inside. I haven't done anything to it at all since I made that video, but we have a little craft thing that I will be decorating, and I will be adding a lot of stuff too. And then we have my monthlies. I was really missing that kind of calendar. Again, like the weekly, I have tried so many calendar journal types and so many monthly kind of spreads, and none of them were a fit to me, but this one I think will be great. And also, at the time that I tried those kind of journals, I wasn't in need of them, I think, and that's why it never worked out. But right now I kind of am, so it is working out, and I've decorated it a little bit because this has 14 months in it, I think, and I'm only going to be using 6 of them. So I've just taken the liberty to erase one of the monthly spread and use one for my own. I am not going to be showing you my July spread because it has a lot of personal information in it, but we will set up the next month together. I think I'll be doing like resetting types of videos. I think I really do want to get to that type of videos. I really like doing journaling videos. Yeah. And then the next one is my little cinema book, or my little what I've watched, what I've liked kind of cinema book. And I haven't decorated it much. This was when my printer was running out of ink again. So I already have 2 little spreads in it, and then I just have the movies I've watched recently, and then that's it. I've just started this one also, so I haven't filled much of it. And then this one is empty. It will be a junk journal or whatever else I want to make it in, but it is for now empty. And I've just put I like those little labels that come with the wrapping of everything in the Traveler's Company stuff, so I keep them. I don't know what I'm going to be using them for, honestly, but I do keep them. And that is it. So I hope I will be using that one as much as I've used my other journals. But I do think I will be using them quite a lot. And they are staples too. Like, my junk journals for now will not be in these because they are a little bigger than A6 size and they cannot fit in this leather journal, which is why I haven't put them in. But I will be using it as a junk journal, and I've been junk journaling for years again, even more than the reading journaling, I think. So I will be definitely using this little baby that I love very, very much. And that is it. That is it. These are all of my journals. I hope you can see them all together. Yes, these are my free little journals, my free little babies, and I love them very much. I really do. So I hope you liked this little video, and I will see you in the next one.